Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, guys. I hope you're having a really, really good weekend. It is Sunday, and I apologise I missed last week. I was really, really under the weather, and I'm still not 100% now. I'm probably about 80% back now, and I do have a cough, and I do have a sore throat, so I apologise in advance if I splutter, cough, or do anything else like that on stream. I promise all keyboards will be sufficiently cleaned after stream and everything else, so I do apologise for that in advance. But I'm back, that's the main thing, and I should be okay to stream. It is going to be a relatively quick one today. We're just going to do a very quick hot swap build, and this already came with stabilizers, which I believe are from Alex Otos as well. Already pre-tuned stabilizers from Alex Otos. So I'm hoping today's build will be quite quick, but I do have a lot to talk about as well. So we'll see how my voice holds up and how we go with the stream, but let's aim for like a 3-hour stream today instead of 4 or 5 hours. Let's see if that goes. Anonymous Biker, thank you so much for being first. I appreciate it, sir. Jelly Master, thank you so much for the 30... I will get there. The 34 months of subs. I appreciate you, sir. Super Hands is here as well and also subscribed for 8 months. Currently on an 8-month streak. Mr. Gimp is here too, so is Kevy Babes, Captain Reed. Mr. Gimp subscribed for 17 months. Dude, that's crazy. Thank you so much. Bullboy's here as well. He says, good evening. I hope you're doing well. I try and check in, but having a chaotic Sunday night. Bullboy, I hope everything's going well. I appreciate you for being here. Just BMT, thank you so much for being here as well. Rue's here as well. Mr. Gimp says, my dad's solution for a cough was to take strong laxatives. You'll be too afraid to cough. I'm not sure I want to do that on the stream, but maybe that's a good solution for work tomorrow. The coffee helps. The coffee helps. Manu's here as well. Hey Manu, good to meet you. I do have some news on Manu. We'll be sharing that very soon. Josh here as well. Thank you so much for 32 months of subs. Don't worry about the cough. We're all here to bathe in the wonders of your dulcet tones and enjoy hearing about everything. Hope you feel 100% soon. Thank you, Mr. Gimp. I'm not sure my tones are as dulcet as usual because, well, sore throat, cough, splutter, but hey, it's fine. Alvi, congratulations on the 9 months of subs. That is a PT baby. Congratulations. Good evening, good sir. I hope you're doing well. Bosch, thank you so much for the 5 months of subs as well. Thank you so much for that, sir. Stereo Jer is here as well. Angry Swan 2. True Blaze as well. JMS is here as well. So is Oj Kalain, says, G'day Cobbers. G'day Cobbers. It's not a very good Australian accent, I apologise. But, no. That's how you say no in Australian. No. That's about the only thing I can do with an Australian accent. Grey Hands, thank you so much for being here. Captain Mike as well. Godzilla Waddle says, evening all. Hope you've had a chill weekend. Yeah. Miss Skip says, I so do not want to go back to work tomorrow. Can we all vote to abolish Monday? Yeah, I'll give you permission to just take Monday off, right?
Tasty.
You can all just have tomorrow off. If anyone asks why you're not at work, just send them to me and I'll tell them that I gave you the day off. That's fine. Good evening, Jay, and also V-Rug Josh. Thank you so much for being here, dude. If you get too husky, we might have to move you to an OnlyFans instead. Yeah, for like those, yeah, those types of videos. Maybe. Shimmy, thank you so much for the Prime sub, and Clownfish, thank you so much for the 5 months of subs. Wayward Fox, first stream for a while. Thanks so much for coming back. I appreciate you being here. Sup, Jason Zosco. Well done on getting the paper 80 split left shift support sorted. Yeah, that was a thing. I'll talk about that soon. But yeah, that was a thing. Good evening, says OJ. I'm at my rack as well. Subscribed for 13 months. Currently on a 13-month streak. Reed says, I do technically have tomorrow off to do 12 hours of travelling. Yeah, I'm not sure that's a day off if you've got to travel for 12 hours. I think you're going to Washington, right? If I remember rightly. Clever Keebs is subscribed as well with Prime. Thank you so much for that. And Average Joe's here as well. He says, Sub Jay in chat, hope everyone's had a good weekend. Smoked House says, hi Jay, how's it going today? It's going alright. Yeah. I'm about 80% better from where I was like a week ago. Like, if you'd seen me last Sunday, I was just not in any fit state at all to stream. I could barely keep my eyes open. I was falling asleep. I think actually by this time last Sunday, I was already in bed and asleep. But I was having hot and cold sweats, and I just had the flu. And it was, well, it just was not good. It was not good. But this past week, I've kind of recovered a lot. I haven't worked quite so many hours. I think I've only done 70 hours this week, which sounds like a lot, but it's like that's nothing for me because normally it's well over 100 hours I'm here. So yeah, so plenty of time to relax and chill. And I actually been playing video games for the first time in ages. I bought Astrobot the other day, and I've spent about 3 hours this morning playing that, which is great as well. So yeah, hopefully this week is where I'll start to get back into the full spring of things and get back up to speed and get everything, you know, back on track in terms of hours and all the other things that we need to do to keep PT off the ground and going and everything else. So yeah.
Tasty, tasty.
Moons, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate it. 23 months, that's crazy. Right. Okay, so let's talk PT news. This week, our next shipment arrives. We don't know when, but it should hit. Well, it hit port yesterday, so it's going to go through customs this week. So it should arrive either Friday this week or very early next week. There's a ton of stuff in that, Neo Ergos and a whole load of other Neo products and bits and pieces as well. We think we should probably be able to get through the vast majority of this shipment in about 2 weeks. So we're going to do that, and we're going to try and get through it. Not this week, but next week, we're going to ClackyCon with Clacky Keeps. So myself and Sharon will be over there in the Netherlands. If you're in Europe and you're going to ClackyCon, please do come say hi. We'll have some stuff for sale on the day, and we'll have a stall and all of that kind of good stuff. It's going to be really nice. I'm really excited to go to our first EU meetup as a company. Like I've been myself personally to a couple, but it'll be the first one where PT has attended actually there, so it'd be really good to do that. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So yes, that's kind of the big couple of things that we've got coming up here at PT in the next couple of weeks. There's a load of smaller things as well, such as just some moving stuff around in the workshop and trying to tidy up. We kind of like, after the mystery stuff that we did last week, the mystery desk mats and mystery key sets, we generated some shelf space, which has been good, but we probably need to generate some more, so I need to work out what we're going to do about that. We'll see how that's going to pan out. But yeah, everything's looking on track, so it's doing really, really well. In terms of the Paper 80, yes, I did have a really long discussion with Wuche about getting the split left shift added. They have confirmed that has now been added to the boards. Specifically, they mentioned the PCBs. I have gone back and said that does include the plate as well, right? But I haven't had them confirm that yet. But it would be silly to put it on the PCB and not to put it on the plate. So, you know, people will be able to have that split left shift, which is great. So yes, those are the big things that are happening. We're going to see how the shipment goes. I'm hoping we can get it this week rather than next week, but it all depends on customs clearances, VAT import duties, and when we get the bill as well. Because like, if I get the bill on Monday at like 2 a.m. if it becomes like while I'm asleep tonight, I'll pay it first thing, and then we'll get the shipment probably on Thursday, Friday. But if it doesn't come until like Friday at 6 p.m, well, it's not going to get paid until next Monday, so it delays. So it really depends on when we get the import bill for the taxes and duties that we have to pay for shipments, and we'll try and figure that out as soon as it arrives. So yeah, yeah, we're looking forward to that. Yeah, so yeah, Clownfish, we did sort out the Paper 80. I'm just confirming about the plate, but it should be fine. We'll figure something out for that anyway. Will there be Neo 80 extras by any chance? Yes, everything will have extras. There will be extras of the Neo 80, the Neo 65, the Neo Ergo, and a ton of other stuff as well. Yeah, everything has extras. Sipula says, so basically what you're saying is that I need to reevaluate my attendance to ClackyCon and find a place to stay. Yes, Sipula, yes, please do come to ClackyCon. Because, like, so, for those that don't know, I've mentioned this on stream a couple of times, like, Sipula and I have been talking about doing a JO2 EC kit, and we finally got a load of stuff coming from KLC around EC domes and stuff like that. We're going to stock that you'll be able to use for multiple projects. And Sipula and I had a really good meeting, or a couple of meetings, about 8 weeks ago now, and I just keep running out of time, especially when being poorly this week, to catch up again with Sipula to actually get the things ordered and in stock. So yeah, Sipula, if you come to ClackyCon, we can actually literally chat face to face and get everything sorted out on one day. It'd be really good.
Incredible.
It'd be really good. We didn't scare Sharon off from doing meetups with MK UK then, glad to hear it. No, you didn't, absolutely not. Sharon loved it. Mr. Blackbird, hello sir, thank you very much for being here, and well done on your little jog today. I say little, massive jog today, well done. I'm so excited to find out what my mystery keycaps are. Will be my second and third GMK sets. Nice, nice, congratulations. Any updates on replacement PCBs for the Cycle 7? Yeah, so after the first couple of people who promised to test out the PCBs failed to, we've got the PCB designer looking at it, and then once they've mastered everything and we've got it through QMK and VIA and everything else, then we'll just open up a pre-order whilst I'll put an order into the manufacturer for like 50 or something, and then we'll open up a pre-order for it. They're probably going to happen, and I'm aiming to get them delivered probably in late November, like to hit a PT. So, you know, the pre-order will probably be sometime in October, and you'll get them this side of Christmas. That's kind of like the rough timescale for that. Yeah. Could we maybe do the IC checks early this stream? Sometimes we run out of time. It's fun seeing your thoughts on new projects. We can have a look at that, yeah. I do have a few things I want to talk about. Cannot wait for an ECJO2. Yeah, if it works well, super hands. I'm going to build a test one really soon. I was actually talking with Scipula about getting a PCB so I can do a test build here very soon. If that works really well, then we'll probably look if Scipula would be interested in doing it for like the JO1 final edition maybe as well. See if we can do like maybe 20 kits for that or something like that too. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So happy with Mystery. Both sets I would never have bought. Vamp and Panda, both just gorgeous. Mystery boxes for the win. Yeah, like we've had some really good feedback on doing the Mystery key sets. People seem to really enjoy them. The biggest complaint we had was that the GMK guaranteed ones sold out so quickly. So maybe we should bring them back. I wonder if we could do something like that on a subscription. Like if we could just have like 20 people, a subscription where you get a mystery GMK set every month, and we guarantee for those 20 people that you'll never get the same GMK set twice. Because we have like hundreds of GMK sets in stock. So I'm pretty sure we could do that. Pretty sure we could do that. If you would be interested in that, if you'd be interested in being one of those 20, like tag me and tag Jay. And if there's like actually 20 people that want to do it, maybe we'll do like mystery monthly GMK sets for 20 people or something like that, and we'll do it for like a year and see how it goes. Well, we'll do it for a year, and there'll be like 100 different. We must have 100 different GMK sets in stock now. So yeah, it'd probably be like the same price as what we did the mystery key sets. So it'd be like £80 including VAT, I think it was, something like that. Plus shippings are like less than 90 quid. Maybe. I don't know. If you're interested in that, tag me and tag Jay. If 20 people show interest, I'll set it up for those 20 people. If more than 20 people are interested, I'll set it up for just a random selection of those 20 people. The only thing is we'll have to do like a contract where you're signed in for 12 months, then you can cancel after 12 months, something like that. But it could be really fun, right? Get a free GMK set randomly shipped out on the 1st of every month, something like that. Could be fun. I don't know. Might be interesting. 80 quid plus shipping. Be even cheaper if you're overseas, because like you won't pay VAT, so it'd be like 66 quid, whatever that is in dollars. What's 66 pounds in dollars? $85, give or take. Yeah, could be quite good. Could be quite good. Maybe we'll do that. Right. Even more exclusive tier on Ko-fi and have that. We could do that. Yeah, we could do it as an exclusive tier on Ko-fi, actually. That'd be quite interesting. 1k per annum is definitely a saving on my current keycap spend. Like, there's some big ballers out there. There are some people who would probably go for it. Like, they're like some of our biggest customers some of our biggest customers spend 6 figures a year with just prototype based. 6 figures a year. And that's multiple years. That's kind of like they are the whales of the hobby. And the thing is, like, whilst I know who some of them are, I don't know others, but I know some of them aren't even in the Discord servers. They're not even, they never post if they're there. They never, I would have no idea what their stream name is. They don't go to meetups. They just buy and collect and have these amazing things. So yeah. Bulbs, thank you so much for the 6 months of subs, currently on a 3-month streak. Really appreciate that. 6 figures, yeah, like above £100,000 a year. Yeah, over £100,000 a year. Yeah. I know that sounds crazy, but there are people out there that do it.
Tasty.
Manu, thank you so much for the 10 months of subs. Okay, on to some of the PT news now as well. We do have a new part-time member of the team, and it is the guy who's just subscribed. It is Manu. So please welcome Manu to the PT team. He's going to be helping us out with a few things, such as product acquisitions and stuff like that. So yeah, welcome Manu to the PT team. It's really good to have you. Manu's been working with us for some time, kind of like in a non-official aspect. So what we're doing now is just making sure he gets some remuneration for the efforts that he puts in. So yeah, so he's joined the team part time, basically continuing to do what he was doing. But yeah, congratulations, Manu. So welcome. He's been around. You've all seen him. You all know him. You all love him.
Tasty.
Blackbrook says, Jay, how much do you spend at PT every year? Like, how much do I spend on my own product? Probably somewhere around £4,000 or £5,000 a year. Like, just in terms of like the keycaps that I buy and stuff like that. How much do I spend of PT's money? All of it. Like, because like every last penny that we have that comes in goes out on something. It's either on salaries or workshop rent or utilities or stock, or GMK get a huge amount of it. So yeah, it's new products, it's new productions, it's prototypes, it's packaging materials. Yeah, like yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. Doesn't sound nuts. People spend more on many other hobbies. Great that Keebs are there too. Yeah, like there's people that spend 6 figures a year on keyboards. It's kind of crazy. I assume that they spend with other companies as well, and not just with PT. But I don't know. I can stop eating rice now. Manu, you're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me. Staff discount, off he goes. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Cool. Okay, right. Time to flick over and just give you the rundown on some of the stuff that's happening on the PT website then, because there's a few things that I want to talk about. First up is this, GMK Evil Dolch. Wait, go back. Why is that link not working? There it is. So Evil Dolch The Split is now in group buys. So if you haven't seen this, this is basically GMK Evil Dolch round 2, but the base kits are split in a weird way. So as you can see here, the base kit shown here is very much a limited series of base kits, and there's multiple different base kits that you can pick up depending on what layout you're trying to cover. So rather than having one all-inclusive kit, you can buy either just the 65% base kit, which 60% base kit, which is £37, which is an absolute bargain. You can get the 65% for 44. You can get the 75% base kit for 49, the TKL base for £56, including VAT, and you can kind of get like the kind of like standardized base kit for £75. Plus also there's the Nordic kit, there's an ESFR kit, numpad spacebars, accent kit, shine through kits, novelties kits, a WASD kit, and also there is a UK ISO kit. Now I have already agreed to buy the UK ISO kit out to MOQ, right? I've agreed to buy 150 of these kits. Now, we are selling them at less than cost because I want people to buy them. So they actually cost me a little bit more than what they're for sale for. But I want to try and make sure that you guys have the ISO keys that you want. And the biggest complaint that we get constantly is there is no ISO UK keys for this key set. Well, here they are. They're guaranteed to be brought out to MOQ. You can't join the group by now and then fail to get the UK ISO keys if you buy them because they're there. What I will say is I'm taking a big risk in doing this because right now, less than 20% of people who've bought this base kit have actually bought the UK ISO keys. So I am expecting that I'm going to have over 100 of these kits left over that I'll never sell and never be able to sell, just so that I can try and get, maybe 50 orders worth of them as well. So I'm taking a big risk on this. So please guys do consider this set, and if you do consider it, please consider picking up the UK ISO kits to show me that you guys actually want UK ISO. Like, this is the big test now. Do you really want the UK ISO? It's there, it's guaranteed. Am I going to be left with a huge stock of them that I can't shift? I don't know. Let's see. That's the first thing I wanted to talk to you about. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about as well is
tasty.
We've been asked for switch samples for some time. So if you want to try some switch samples now before you buy, you can do. All you need to do is you just need to click on this button here and it'll pop up an email. It's not going to actually do that on stream, but it will do for you. And then what you can do is you can just give me a list of what you'd like to try and we'll send them to you for free. So you can get a couple of sample switches, for the switches that we've got in stock, absolutely for free. All you need to do is click on that button, type in the email, send it across to me, and we'll ship them out in a couple of days. So yeah, that's all you need to do. A couple of other things as well. So just on the website here as well, we have changed the services tab a little bit. We've still got the custom laser cutting for POM plates that we've always had. The form should be open this week, actually, all being well. So keep an eye out for that. As soon as I've got too many orders, it'll get closed again. But keep an eye out for that opening up. And of course, our build services as well, which we do quite a lot of for customers too. The other thing that we've been doing is working with MK UK to try and help people can find you the services that you need. If you're a member of the MK UK Discord server, and you can join on this button here, if you use a service from any one of the service providers on there for a PT product, so switches that you bought from us, keyboard that you bought from us, anything that you've had tuned or tweaked by someone in that services list, maybe it's Tinkerton doing some soldering or Matt doing some lubing or whoever, you can get 5% off your next order. All you need to do is just tell us afterwards and say, look, hey, Matt's done these switches for us. Leave him a little bit of a review in the services part of MK UK. So, and just tell us that's your review, and we'll give you 5% off your next order for in-stock products. So there you go. Helps the community, helps you. Nice little thing. Okay, let's catch up with chat just while we're talking about those few things. Geeky Ed, thank you so much for the 25 months of subs. Looking good in the pink shirt. Thank you. It's a nice sweatshirt, is this? It's one of my favourites. It actually fit me for the first time in like 2 years, so I went and bought every colour they had. So yeah. Staff discount, yeah. Why is there no 7U spacebar in the TKL kit? Oh, for the Evil Dolch the split. So, like, if you want the 7U base in base, you have to get the actual base kit, which is the base kit here. The TKL one just does kind of like the standardized one, but you can pick up the space bars pack if you want the red space bars as well. But yeah, this is just a new way of trying kitting out. So it's not perfect, but it's Geon's attempt at coming up with a better way for people to be able to buy the keys that they need at a cheaper price without having to buy a full base kit that's 150 quid, right? You know, that's the kind of aim for this. It's not necessarily going to be standard going forward. This is just something Geon's trying. There's something else that Geon's going to try it with very soon as well to see if it works, and we're giving you guys just kind of like a few opportunities to try and pick up some base kits cheaper, basically. Give you the coverage that you need for a layout. It's not really targeted at the massive collectors. This is more targeted at those people who have one board and want the keycaps for that one board. They have a standard 65% and they want the keycaps for that. That's kind of way it's targeted, apart from this £75 base kit here, which is this one here, which kind of covers most standardized layouts. So yeah, that's the kit for the collectors. Buy the ISO kits, ISO lovers, or forever be stuck with us ANSI enjoyers. Yeah, like I keep giving the community opportunities to show me they want ISO keys. The community as a whole has not yet stepped up to show me on any set, but hopefully one day we'll get there. Jenga, thank you so much for 20 months of subs. I thoroughly appreciate that. If people don't buy, then it's hard to offer it. Exactly, Captain Mike, exactly. Like, if we can't sell it, like with the KKB stuff, we give it away for free. I can't do that with the GMK stuff for contractual and cost reasons, but we give it away with KKB, and, you know, quite often people don't pick it up even though it's free. It's kind of crazy. Evil Dodge is good pricing, but some of the kitting is still cumbersome even after all the improvements. Yeah, like, the thing is, though, it's not designed to replace current kitting. It's designed to be a different alternative to help people who are newer to the hobby and don't need a full base kit. Probably still getting it, but really wish the HHKB set had the arrow sub-legends. Yeah, that's one of the things I would change, Clever. Yeah, that's one of the things I would change. I agree with that. Mystery ISO kit box is an option next mystery drop. Maybe. Trojam, hey man, good to see you. It's a shame there's no red 5U centered spacebar. I don't think GMK has a 5U spacebar mold. I don't think. I need to send the nixes I got from you on my visit to Matt. Yeah, well, you see the services thing. You see the services, you can get it, do it. Gio mentioned this on the Geek page. Seems a reasonable compromise. Yeah, like that's the aim of it. It's gonna be a compromise. That's the thing. Cipulate says ISO giggle. Yeah, I get it. May I ask what board is on my desk right now? This is Project Nixie. This is one of just 3 that exist. This is a project outside of Prototypist by myself, Josh, Ironhouse designer, and Tom, who's a really good friend of mine. It has a fully working Nixie clock embedded into the case, with a semi-modified TKL layout design, and brass accents on the sides and around the clock, customized feet and everything else. So one of only 3 that exist, and it's unlikely to ever make it into production because it'd be just too expensive to do. Like it'd be like 1,500 quid or something, you know, nearly $2,000. No one's gonna buy it. So yeah, that's what that is. I do want more ISO, but unfortunately I'm not a fan of ABS keycaps. Yeah, I mean, ABS is just easier to do double shot in. You know, we have it in JCS Arabic. There is UK ISO in that, and that's not selling either. So, yeah, it's interesting. Can you do a sound test? Looks cool. Maybe later. Yeah, we can do that towards the end of the stream. I feel like F1 to F10 is not enough F keys. Why do we have 12? Historic reasons mainly. It actually goes up to 24, I think, as F keys. Anyway, right, back to the website. So yeah, so we were talking about the services option. Yeah, so if you want to use third-party services and it's someone who's already got a service set up in MK UK, you can get 5% off of your next order with PT as long as you have a service performed on a previous order from PT through one of the lovely people in MK UK offer services. So Tinkerton, who does soldering, Matt, who does lubing, and all of the other people. Doesn't matter who it is, as long as you leave them a review and they've tuned or tweaked or done something with a previous PT purchase, it'll qualify you for 5% off your next in-stock order. So there you go. How thick are the Evil Dolch? Are the same as all other GMK keycaps. So yeah. Good evening, says Mr. Pokemon Kid. I'm doing alright. I'm just full of cold. I'm just talking to people about what we were talking about in Mod Chat the other day, giving people access to the third-party services like yourself and get 5% off their orders. So yeah, we're just talking about that. So the ISO kit will have Mictlan. The other thing we've got coming this week, guys, is we do have Nordic kits for Mictlan, Oblivion, Monokai Materials, and a few others as well, Dual Shot and a few others, and we're going to be restocking the base kits of those as well. So we're going to have 8008R2. We've got the full Nordic kits for those going in stock with base kits very soon. I'm just waiting for Gara and Oblotsky to ship me some boxes with the base kits in. Then we'll be putting those in stock. So Mictlan will have Nordic kits in stock very, very soon, as well as all of those other ones and some more as well. So I think Metropolis, Monokai Materials, 8008R2, Dual Shot, Oblivion, Grey Nordic kit, plus we'll also have the white Alpha kits, and the white Alpha Nordic kits as well. What else is there? There's something else. Mictlan. I'm pretty sure there's something else. We'll have all of those in stock with base kits matching as well. Apart from Mictlan, we're not getting any more base kits of that one in. And then we're also going to get some more base kits of Symbiote in as well. So yeah, all of those will go in stock as soon as they arrive, which should be this week. They're all literally on the way at the minute. They're all with DHL or UPS or whichever courier, so they should be here very, very soon. Yeah. Yeah, Dracula as well, V-Rugdrush. Yes, if I missed that, I apologise. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Right, okay. Back onto the website because there's a few more things I want to talk about as well. So the other thing we've done is we've just changed the way the website works around as well. So you can see the latest in-stock drops at the top, then the open group buys, and then the open pre-orders. And we've just kind of like changed the way around that the website works a little bit. So just to, you know, make it a little bit easier to use. What else do I need to tell you about? There was something else I needed to tell you about on the website. Oh yeah, resources. If you need any of the old plate files or anything else, this is now all on GitHub. It's all now uploaded on there and stored away, so you can get the JO2 files, JO1 files. If you need to download these, you can just kind of go into the files and see what you need, whether you need the firmware or whether you need plate files, and we'll have all the different ones in here. For things like Allison and Argyle, there'll also be the build guides. There'll be screens and diffusers, so if you need some replacement screens and diffusers, you can always get those as well. And I think there's gaskets for Allison as well. I think, yeah, gasket files as well, so you can go and get all of these made now. And this is all kind of like publicly available. It is all licensed as well, so there is details of the license under there when it goes back to it, which basically just means that, you know, you can use it for non-commercial reasons. So as long as you're only using them for your personal use and you're not making profit off them, you can basically use these files for whatever you need to do. So yeah, that's it. Right, okay, next up, Jay's Roastery. If you're looking to buy some coffee, we actually have a ton of this available right now, and I don't want it to go to waste. So coffee is basically in stock as well at Jay's Roastery. You can order this, it'll ship tomorrow if you buy it today. We've got a load of it ready to go, so yeah, feel free to pick that up. I'm drinking the Sci-Fi blend right now, which is probably my favorite of the three, so definitely take a look at that. The other thing I wanted to talk about today as well is Captain Mike's set, GMK Cosmos. So this is the keycap sample for the escape key. How good does this look? Look at this texture on this. Look at this texture on this key. This is an actual photograph of the sample of the key, and I just think it looks absolutely stunning. Cosmos is going to be such a banger of a set. I hope you guys really enjoy it because it looks so good. I was supposed to show these last week, I forgot. So Captain Mike, I apologize. But I'm so excited for this set. The new effects that GMK are coming out with look absolutely stunning. I know I've got some of the glow in the dark and the UV reactive stuff that I showed you the other week. I can't really show you UV reactive on camera, but it is the pinkish UV reactive, and there's some others as well, samples out there too. So yeah, but this looks so good, super happy for it. The speckle is GMK using leftover ABS. I think they're using parts of it for recycle, yeah, which is great. You know, reuse of materials rather than, you know, going straight to the trash or something like that. So yeah, absolutely something that I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, Captain Mike, great set. Can't wait for it to run. It's not far away now. It's not far away. Who do you use for CF play options, Jay? We've got two different manufacturers, one in Poland and one in China, so it depends on what we're doing, but we use two different ones. If you want to know, Anonymous Biker, just drop me an email or a message and I'll figure that out for you. Alex Otos, thank you so much for the raid, dude. We are currently taking a look at... oh wait, why is the updates? Why is the alert box hidden? Let's bring that back up. How on earth did that happen? Okay, the alert box should be fixed. It should be on top of everything. I don't know how that happened. But Alex, thank you so much for the raid. I thoroughly appreciate it, dude. Right, so the next thing I want to talk about.
Incredible. The
next tab I have open in my browser to share with you. I need you guys to take this really seriously. This is something that is very serious, isn't a joke, isn't particularly fun either, but it's something that's really important I tell you guys about and talk to you guys about because it has directly affected a lot of people in the hobby. This is kind of like a big thing. You might have already heard this. It's been on Simon's stream and a few other places, or some of the information has, not all of it. But yeah, so the next thing I need to tell you about is RamaWorks. So some of you know Rama. Some of you will know what's been happening. And as of a short while ago, the team that used to work for Rama, so Ben and all of the other guys, they actually submitted in Australia a Section 519, which now means that there is a notice of application for winding up. This means that on the 11th of September at 10:30 a.m. in Victoria at the Supreme Court, Rama's team, legal team, or him himself will have to defend himself as to why his company should remain solvent or it will be legally wound up. This is gonna happen. It's not something you can get out of. This court case is gonna happen. The interesting thing is it's gonna be live streamed. So I'm thinking I might watch this live stream live whilst I'm streaming. It's at like 2:30 a.m. UK time or something like that on Wednesday, but I'm thinking whilst I can't stream the live stream, I can't stream a copy of this live stream, which is the bit I've got highlighted here, unfortunately, but I could stream a live reaction to it, or maybe we could do a Discord watch party or something like that if anyone's interested. I think it's fair to say that people are aware that Rama owes Prototypist as an entity a lot of money and a lot of product, and we'll never get that. So part of me wants to watch this to see that happen. From a personal perspective, it will be a shame that I'll never get the money back that we've got invested with RamaWorks. because we've got a lot of money invested with him. We bought product 4 years ago now that hasn't shipped. We've actually since gone and bought the product again from his manufacturer directly at half the cost. So we paid twice for it. And then we've got it in stock on the website now and fulfilled all orders. So we actually have no outstanding Rama orders apart from any in-stock ones that have come in over the weekend. But all of the old Rama Group buys we've managed to fix or refund. But he still owes me, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. Like, a lot of money. Like, enough to probably pay off my mortgage. That's the kind of volume of cash this is about. So I'm going to be watching this live stream, whether I do it as like a, you know, maybe we do a watch party in Discord or something like that. I don't know. But it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know exactly what time Rama's going to be on the stand, but it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. It's going to be live stream, so I'm going to have to watch it. So, PT sleepover with Rama stream? Maybe.
Incredible.
Ben is RW_Ben. Yeah, I'm actively potentially employing Ben. We've got a meeting tomorrow. Yeah. They've got quite a good Melbourne insolvency lawyer supporting them, I think. They do, yeah. They do. That's a beautiful keyboard. What is it? Oh, this is the Project Nixie. Yeah, it's one of 3 only. It's never going to run. It's got a Nixie clock built into it. It's one of my favourites. So, yeah. What time is the court case in the local time? It is 10:30 a.m. AEST. Australian Eastern Standard Time, I think it is. Sorry, not European. So, yeah. It does say any person intending to appear at the hearing must file a notice of his appearance in accordance with the rules, together with any affidavit on which the person intends to rely, and serve a copy of the notice and any affidavit on the plaintiff at the plaintiff's address for service at least 3 days before the fixed date for the hearing. So that needs to have happened already. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Interestingly enough, when you read this, so this is basically the judge that hears these cases. He likes to stream these for a number of reasons. It's provided for the following reasons: to enable litigants and interested persons to view the proceedings. Well, that's me. I'm an interested person. To assist media who are unable to personally attend judicial proceedings to fairly and accurately report on the proceedings. Nice. To allow schools, universities, and legal training bodies to show judicial proceedings for educational purposes. So, this is kind of interesting. And by watching the footage, you're agreeing to A, that you're not a prospective witness. Well, I'm not, that's fine. Not to copy, store, edit, modify, broadcast, post, or redistribute the footage. So, unfortunately, I can't stream it again, sadly, but that's fine. To abide by any orders, side directions, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's basically going to be interesting just to see what happens. Like, I'm not here for blood out of a stone. Like, I'm gonna, when the company does go insolvent, of course I will be a creditor. I will probably get pennies on the dollar I've invested with him, if that. Like, and I'm never gonna get the product. I've kind of drawn a line under it. I kind of know that that's how it's gonna be. But it's gonna be something I'm gonna have to watch. So yeah. Nico says, I heard from Simon that Rama has a big estate and a lot of valuable stuff. Does he still have that, or is everything gone or already taken? As far as I know, his house is still up for sale. Let me see if I can find the link to that. Let me see if I can find the link to his house, because it is for sale. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So this is Rama's home. It is currently for sale. It's actually dropped down in price. It was up for sale for 10 million Australian dollars. It's now between 7.8 and 8.5. So he's dropped the price because he's desperate for cash. But look at this place. This is what your keyboard money and my investment with him paid for, right? This is what it paid for. Oh, one of his, is that his Mercedes? Yeah, one of his Mercs. Yeah. So, good to know that he has a private lift elevator in his house that our keyboard's paid for, right? Yeah. It's, I'm going to be honest, it's not to my taste, isn't this place? It's not to my taste at all, but, hey. I assume that he will lose this as part of the insolvency and bankruptcy hearing, but I don't know for definite. So yeah, it's a thing. It's a real thing. Is this the first time something has happened like this in hobby so far? No. In the past couple of years, we've had Mexico go bankrupt, Noxry go bankrupt, Lewis Flood go bankrupt. Who else? Project Keyboard, MyKeyboard.eu. The list goes on. Like, there's loads of vendors that this has happened to. It's kind of frustrating. It's frustrating. Is that still a lot of things like cars in the house? Yeah, yeah. This is where your money went, guys. Absolutely. It's so ugly. Yeah. Doesn't this technically constitute as a docs? No. Like, this is a house for sale on a public website. This is on realestate.eu, .au. Sorry. So this is just a website, right? This is just a website, not a docs. Yeah, just a house for sale. Now, you've heard a couple of times with Rama and other companies, we'll be more careful about who you do business with. Yeah. So this is one of the things that I think is really important in the hobby. We've been burnt by other people trying to do the right thing. The biggest one that's impacted me financially, apart from Rama, is probably Capta's Keycaps going bankrupt and leaving me with the stick for their EULA payments. And I have no problem as a vendor buying sets for other vendors. So, for example, if how it usually works is if you've got 10 vendors around the world selling a key set, not all of them will be registered with GMK as GMK approved vendors. In fact, many vendors in the world are not approved GMK vendors. So what happens there is one of the other vendors will order for them. So, for example, I might order for, on GMK Nerve, for example, my order went through to GMK and it had, I think, looped switches and a couple of other vendors in there. Now, that's fine. I've paid the bill already. That's fine. But I'm not going to ship them their sets until they pay me their invoice once I get them in hand. So I'll get the key sets in hand, I will invoice them, and then I'm not shipping their sets out to them wherever they are in the world until they paid their invoice. So whereas historically we would have just shipped it in, made them pay later. For example, Two Moons over at in Japan at Yushikobo, they still haven't paid me back for Higginbana, and they got the sets like a year and a half ago. So, luckily, that's not a huge amount of money. I think it's $1,800 or something. But these things happen. So because we've just been burnt so many times, and you can't trust people at their word sometimes, we now have a whole series of rules where everything is documented, accounted for, and invoiced correctly. And sometimes people just don't pay invoices, and if they don't pay invoices now going forward, they won't be getting a product from me. So yeah, it's interesting, but it's one of those things. Doesn't look like a real place where people live. It looks like a cold tube map. Yeah, I know Rama doesn't live there anymore. I know that for a fact. He's not in that property anymore. So yeah, 4.3 million GBP. Yeah, man can't make his mortgage payments anymore. As far as I know, he's not been able to make them for a while. From what I understand, he doesn't live there anymore. But yeah, no keyboard to be seen in the house. Yeah, that's because he doesn't live there anymore, I think. Yeah. Could it not happen with MyKeyboard.eu example for where stuff was auctioned off to pay for the debt? So that's an interesting one. So Niku, they actually reached out to me before they put the stuff up for auction and asked if I'd buy it. And I went through the whole list and they wanted 330,000 euros or something like that for it, because they were just using the prices that things had sold for on the website. And realistically, I think after going through the whole list, working out what the stuff was there for MyKeyboard.eu, including stock that was mine that I'd paid for that MyKeyboard hadn't paid back, so I'd be buying my own stock back as well, the JO2s that I had. I think I worked out that it was worth about 25,000 euros to a vendor, because any more than that and you couldn't guarantee that you would have anything but dead stock. So yeah, so it was difficult, and I didn't put an offer in the end, because yeah, they just wouldn't have accepted it. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm super worried about the corporate structure protects his assets, even though it seems super obvious he might have commingled funds. I mean, from what I understand, he's already lost the house. The house has been for sale because of everything else. So yeah, Rama Works wasn't registered to that building, but it was listed as an asset. So yeah. So what's the process as a vendor that you go through when vetting a new designer maker? Basically, do your due diligence is the thing. Like we were a new vendor at one point, and we've been around for nearly 5 years. In 6 weeks, we've been around for 5 years, and we've shipped 500,000 packages in that time, something like that. It's kind of crazy. But a lot of vendors out there are new. They don't have like the big thing that screams out to me that a vendor has a bigger risk than anything else is when they don't have some sort of workshop, workspace, or otherwise. So if it's someone that's kind of like shipping stuff out of their garage or their spare bedroom, that sets alarm bells ringing straight away. So one of my first questions when we start working with a new company to do stuff, and I'm going to be on the bill, on the line for their bill with GMK or whichever provider, I ask them questions like, oh, what's your setup like? You know, how are you structured? That kind of thing. Are they a limited company or an LLC or something like that? Because the other thing that you see problems with is people trying to do it as sole traders and the equivalent worldwide, and then they end up in all sorts of trouble because their cash is the company's cash, and trying to keep those two things separate are very difficult. So the kind of thing that you've got to think about is do your due diligence. If you're in the UK, it's dead easy. One of the things that you can do in the UK is you can just go to Company's House. You can go to Company's House and you can find out about any company in the UK. All you need to do is type in the name of the company. So type in Prototypist Keyboards, we come up here, and you can check that this is us because that number there is our company number. It's also that number there. And then from there you can find out information on people. So you can see me here. That's my full legal name. There you go. You know, this is all public information. You can see that I've got two companies, Jay's Roastery and Prototypist Keyboards. Yeah, although we're actually going to merge Jay's Roastery under the Prototypist banner just from a accounting perspective. But yeah, you can see filing histories. You can see our full accounts. This shows all the financial history of the company. Everything that's there. You know, all of the numbers. I mean, I talked through these results on stream a couple of weeks ago, so if you want to catch up on that, that stream's on YouTube, so you can go and figure out what everything means and stuff like that. See how much profit we made, all that kind of stuff. It's all publicly available. So in the UK, it's nice and easy. You can always just go and look this kind of stuff up. I don't know what it's like outside of the UK. I think in Australia it's quite good because they have this. I think that this is very similar to Company's House from my limited understanding, because you can just search for the company name. So yeah, look, just do your due diligence on the companies you're purchasing from. That's the kind of key thing to do. So yeah, that's the kind of key thing to do. Right, let's catch up with chat. You weren't kidding that Ryan went off and spent his money on mansions and cars. Yeah. It's insane the amount of skill issue that it takes to do things as bad as some people in this hobby. So I guess those Rama keycaps I got years ago won't be making it my way. I think if you've, like, you can still buy off the Rama website. Like, I'm pretty sure Rama's website is still up. Yeah, like, the website's still up. Like you can still literally buy off the website. Legacy keyboards, what even has he got? You know, the thing is, he has in stock, when I looked a little while ago, he had in stock stuff that he owed me. Like, he owed me a lot of artisans, and some of that was in stock. I mean, none of the artisans are in stock right now, it looks like, but yeah, kind of crazy, you know, kind of crazy. But you can still buy off the store, and in just a couple of days, he's got to go to court. It's crazy. Like, why is the store still up? I don't know. I wouldn't buy from there if you guys are contemplating it. Like, it's just not a good idea because you're not going to get what you buy. I had a couple got the keyboards I ordered, luckily, but not expecting to get those caps. Yeah. Like, it sucks, man. It sucks. Like, I bought the chess set from him. Brian and I used to be relatively good friends at one point. We used to speak quite a lot. I bought the chess set from there because I really, really wanted it. I'm never going to get that. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. To have the vendor role in the MK UK Discord, you have to be a registered company. Yeah, absolutely. There's that. I mean, I remember when we talked about that, Gouty, and that was one of the reasons for it, because like all of this stuff that was happening in the background was just frustrating the hell out of me, and I don't want people in the UK to be buying from somewhere that they don't know and don't understand how they're structured from a corporate perspective. So, yeah. Thing is that any vendor can go bust, just like any of the retailing. Yeah, any company can go bust, but do your due diligence. You know, what's their past history been like? Are they active? Can you communicate with them easily? How transparent are they about the business? Those things will all help. You have to pay to get the information in Australia, about £10. Okay, maybe you're not going to do that, but you know. Who's going to fulfill those in-stock orders though? Exactly looks like no one, because the whole team quit. Like, I'd been talking to Ben about this the other day. I've got a meeting with him tomorrow, because obviously it wasn't Ben's fault. He wasn't making any decisions for the company. He was just, you know, their render guru, and packing orders and stuff. Like, he was just like, Mel is for me, or Sharon is for me. They, you know, it's not their business. But yeah, it's frustrating. Any business can go bankrupt. Like, if the thing is, it could happen to PT, right? Prototypists could go bankrupt. If we just stopped selling and nothing sold, we'd have no money to do anything with, and that would mean we'd drain the company's resources and bank account down until that didn't exist, and then we'd be bankrupt. That can happen to any company if cash flow becomes a thing, and I suspect that's what happened to my keyboard. But when you look at some of the other companies, and they're hitting that, not because of, if it happens to PT, it wouldn't be because of bad business decisions, it would just because of the market had turned that way, right? As far as I'm concerned. When you look at the decisions that RamaWorks have made, they've made bad decision after bad decision. Same with Mex & Co, they made bad decisions. Same with Captus, they made bad decisions. And they went bankrupt because they made bad decisions. So, you know, you need to look at the decisions that companies are making and why they're making those decisions. And if you're ever not sure, you just need to ask. Like, we get a lot of complaints from people, and I see people post complaints about prototypists in Discord servers and all kind of things like that. And they think, oh, I don't know why Jay's made this decision. They never ask me, because if they ask me, I'd just tell them why. You know, I'm completely open book like that. You can ask me any question you want in chat, and I will give you an answer. I'll tell you why, or if I can't tell you why, I will tell you why I can't tell you why. But you know, a lot of companies aren't the same as that, and yeah, it's one of those things. Simon loves Company's House website. Good. I'm glad he does. That makes me laugh. That's funny. Company's House is literally my favourite UK website. Sorry, PT. I spend an inordinate amount of time on Company's House looking at things. Before we buy any service from a company in the UK, whether that be gas and electric, or when we decide to do coffee with the local roastery and stuff like that, I look at the Company's House records. I need to know that that company's in good standing and they're doing the right things, and that they're not hugely in debt or something like that. Because if I'm doing business with someone, I need to know what they're doing. You know, I need to know what they're doing. Is Ben moving to the UK then? No, it'd just be some contracted remote work. That's all. So yeah, I haven't had a chat with him about it yet, so we've got a conversation tomorrow, so I'm not going to share anything now because it wouldn't be fair of me to do that before I have the conversation with him. He needs to know what the job is, so yeah. Can you tell me why Kender Keys is so bad? I don't really know much about Kender Keys. I know David, the owner. We went to GMK together last May, so just over a year ago now. So I've hung out with him in real life. I don't know, like, I don't know what the problem is with Kender Keys because I don't shop from them. And to be quite honest, I don't really look at what my competitors are doing generally, because we work with so many international vendors. I kind of have a feel for what they're doing naturally, like Canon Keys and KeyGem and Novel Keys and all of those kind of companies. I kind of know what they're doing because we work with them so closely. So yeah, so I don't really look into other companies in the hobby unless I'm like literally gonna foot the bill for something for them. So yeah. They say shipping in 1 to 2 days and sometimes ship after 2 weeks. Also heard a lot of things about unshipped orders on them refusing to refund. Kender Keys? Oh man. I don't know. Reach out to David would be my first guess. You know, like, I don't know why that is. I mean, that's just, there could be a million reasons for that. It could just be busy. That happens. Maybe they just aren't transparent enough. I don't know. Like, if that was happening to us, we'd just say, why? I'd go, you know, Mel's off sick and it's just me doing the packing and we've got this number of orders to go through. And, you know, I just make it public and put it in the Discord so people could see. So yeah. PT is probably the best vendor. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Like, if we ever do anything wrong and you guys need us to fix it, we'll fix it straight away. Yeah, I mean, we ship stuff pretty quickly. Like, I think at the minute, the average time from an in-stock order being made to actually shipped, and this includes like non-working hours as well, it's like the average time for an in-stock order is less than 12 hours. I think it's like 11 hours, 24 minutes or something. And that includes weekends and stuff and days when we're closed as well. So everything ships pretty good. And we've kind of got that down to a good art now. And even new group buys coming in don't kind of really break that flow. We've kind of got such good processes in place now. We're pretty good. Brexit is the only problem with it, dude. Like, you know, if you check out a PT's website, it will include your taxes for all of EU. It's no different buying from us as it is buying from a Blotsky if you're in the EU and you want to buy from us. The only slight difference from a process perspective, let's say, the only slight difference is shipping is just a little bit more expensive. Instead of like €8, it's going to be closer to 20. But that's just because I can't control that cost, unfortunately. You guys did me a solid with some issues I had with the GMK set. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. If anyone's got a problem with something we've sold, we'll fix it. It's as simple as that. We'll fix it. Someone selling a polycarbonate Singer KBD 65 for 600 and 800 for black isn't aftermarket advertising. I have no idea, dude. I don't really look at aftermarket stuff because, like, I don't sell aftermarket stuff. I sell in the stock stuff mostly and group buys, so I don't know. Does the green Eva JO2 have sparkles like the purple? Yeah, it does. Absolutely does. Let me show you. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Let me see if I don't know if it'll show on here. But yeah, I don't know if you can kind of see there that there is some sparkly bits in it. I don't have one to hand to show you, I don't think. No. But yeah, it does have sparkles in. So the green ones, the purple ones got green sparkles in. The green ones have got purple sparkles in.
Incredible.
Yeah, but that's how they are. There's a meme around David as he has excuses and not doing anything. And for example, someone had missing keys in their PBT fan set. They had to wait 1.5 years to get missing keys. I think it was like 12 keys missing, but in the replacement package only half is okay. Okay, so like with missing keys, there's two ways that this can happen, right? Let's say you buy a PBT fan set from Prototypers, right? You buy it today, we ship it out tomorrow, you get it on Tuesday, Wednesday. You open that up and you check it and you tell me within a couple of days, oh, 4 or 5 of these keys are missing, or a key's duplicated, or whatever it is. Let's say you've got 2 F1 keys and no F2 key. Nice and simple, right? 2 F1s, no F2. And you go, Jay, I don't have an F2 for this. I'd go, okay, we've got 2 options. First option, do I have a set in stock? If I do, we'll ship you a key from a replacement set in stock, and then we'll order it from KB Defense or GMK or whoever the manufacturer is. If we don't have a set in stock, and that way you'll get your key within a few days. Even if you're in the US or wherever, we'll just ship it out. It'll be Royal Mail, so it might take a week, but whatever. You'll get your key within a week or so, right? If we don't have that in stock, we'll have to get the manufacturer to fix it. So what we'll do then is we'll reach out to the manufacturer and we'll say, we no longer have this in stock. This key was wrong. Can we have a replacement? That can take a little bit of time. I think with GMK, if it's something that's not in production, it can take 2 months. PBT fans tend not to be able to do that for us, so it's really difficult there. It really depends on the manufacturer. Like Canon caps, we never really got any replacements for those, or nice PBT. So then we'll come back to you and we'll say, we've ordered it from the manufacturer, we'll ship it as soon as we've got it. As soon as we get it, we'll ship it out to you. If for whatever reason we just can't plain get hold of one, we'll either give you a full refund and pay to have the set shipped back to us, which means you're not out of pocket for anything, or if you're more amenable to it, we'll give you a small discount or a voucher for in stock or something like that. Whatever you think is best, we'll give you the choice, and you can say, right, you can either have the set, missing an F1 key, you know, here's a small refund, maybe you could use an artisan or something if that's what you'd like, or alternatively you could just ship the whole thing back to us and we'll cover the cost for it. So like, it really depends on what the issue is, but we will always try and fix it. Sometimes there isn't a perfect fix, like we can't give the customer exactly what they want because, you know, it's one of those things, we just can't. We don't have the thing to give them, or we can't get the thing to give them. So we can't fix it the way they want us to fix it, but we'll try and do our best, you know. It's the thing that we can do. I think the Protobot is going crazy in socials. Hold on, I'm not on Discord. Is it? Seems like it's just gone live once. So yeah. Really got you to spread out your PT orders because those deliveries stack out fast. I had 3 bad experiences with the prototype back to back last year, but Jay and your team have been really helpful. I'm really sorry if you've had an issue with us. I like genuinely that's not something that I want you to have. But like, I hope that we've been able to fix it as well as we can, Zakira Zach. Like that's kind of like my main thing. If we do something wrong, I want to fix it. You know, so always let me know. PT is a great vendor. A couple of times I've had issues with orders, they were sorted out within hours. Yeah, like, things happen. We can't ship every product and every product be perfect because we can't open every product. We can't check every single GMK set and every single key before we ship them out because they're sealed from the factory. But if something's wrong, just tell us, we'll fix it. So yeah. Just wanted to say thank you for sending out that daughter board. Just hope it works. Fingers crossed, dude. Fingers crossed it does. If it doesn't, let me know and we'll see if we've got another one we can send, a different type one. I remember you having some stock from Mode stuff. Would you consider stocking anything else, or is it just from them now? We might stock some Mode stuff in the future. It didn't really sell very well, so it was kind of like a bit of a loss. So yeah. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Like, if there's demands there for it, we'll do it. PT shipping is so effing quick for me. Happy to pay the price. Nice. I mean, the shipping's not that expensive anyway. You know, pretty good. Speaking facts, that was my exact issue you had. Sorted it out. Honestly, I couldn't have been happy with the expectation, how you dealt with the situation. Glad, dude. Glad. I'm really happy for you. Any news on the Lava? Any other 60s PT will be selling derivative of Cappy 60? Justin did reach out to me a couple of weeks ago about something interesting. So there's that. Lava, you'd have to speak to Manu about. There's other 60s coming as well. I don't have a list off the top of my head, but Rue, just keep an eye on the PT server. There's lots coming. Wisdom, hey man, good to see you. Can't think of anyone more ethical in approach to resolving problems than PT. Few and far between. Like, the thing is, there's going to be times when we can't do something that customers. Like, today we had a customer reach out and they said, oh, I bought GMK Extended 2048 in the group buy, and now you've put it in stock because you put it in stock on Friday. They said, I want to buy one of the extra kits. Can you give it to me at group buy price? And I was like, no, I'm really sorry, we can't do that. And they came back and said, I'm really disappointed. And it's like, well, yeah, but I can't do anything about that because it's literally just gone in stock. It's now at the in-stock price. You could have bought it in the group buy, and you bought all the other kits in the group buy. So, you know, sometimes that customer's not happy. But there's no way for me to make that customer happy that's what I would class as reasonable. But if he'd got a key that was wrong, of course we'd fix it, you know. It just depends. Is shipping that expensive for stuff from the UK to EU? I wanted to get some lube, and the cheapest option on Keepcats was 30 euros, which is kind of insane. I think it's like 15 euros for most places. It kind of varies depending on your particular address and the country you're in. I think Germany can be as low as 11 or 12 pounds. And most EU countries are about 12 to 16, I think. But 30 euros sounds like a lot. We do need to do a discount. I can't do a discount. What GMK set would you like a discount on, Do It Odd? If it's something that's been in stock for a while, we can probably do it. Let me know, guys, what you'd like a discount on the website today, and we'll do some discounts. PT is incredibly slow shipping. Took Jay a whole 3 minutes to pick me 50 cheesecake switches the other day. I almost cancelled my order. Dude, you ordered, and it wasn't just picked within 3 minutes. It was packed and labelled and ready to be collected within 3 minutes. Don't come on that one. I had issues with one product and PT offered a solution the same day I reported it. Yeah, we try. There's some things we can't fix, but yeah. PT does customer service so good, I can't even tell you because you will abuse them just like I did. Wait, you abused us? Did you? I don't remember that. Right, yeah, let me know in chat if there's anything you'd like to get a discount on, though, guys. If there's anything you'd like, let me know. Galaxy, GMK Galaxy. Let's have a look at the website. Let's have a look. That's not what I wanted. Right, you want keycaps, GMK keycaps. I can't do a discount on all GMK keycaps. Galaxy? Yeah, it's one of the older sets. Where is Galaxy? There. We could probably do a discount on Galaxy. Yeah, I could probably do 10% on Galaxy. Is there anything else anybody would like a discount off? If you're sat hovering over the buy button and a discount would help. Let me know in chat now. I can probably do 10% off of Galaxy. But let me know, and I'll try and see what we can do across all of them. Discount on 2048, the question, I guess. Dude, like, it's literally just got in stock as 2048. It went in stock on Friday. There is no way I can do a discount on it right now. Like, it's I know it's expensive, but look at the size of the base kit. It's absolutely freaking huge. There's no way I can do a discount on that right now. Panels, I think panels is already technically discounted. I think. Where's the search bar gone? Okay, I can probably add panels to it just for today, just for you guys. But make sure you make the most of the order, and get your orders in whilst the discount's there. Because the last 2 times people have asked for discounts on stuff, I've done the discount codes and then no one's used them. So if you're asking for it, make sure you're going to use it. Looking for a green set. Tiger sold out and nuclear data is not my kind of vibe. Yeah, I don't know what else to offer you then. I don't think we really have anything. Green. Oh, Emma. What about PTB? I can't offer a discount on this, but Emma is green and it's stunning. Yeah, PBT. I can't offer a discount because it's only just gone in stock, but you might want to buy that because that's really good. Yeah. I had some appalling service a couple of months ago from PT. Went all the way to PT HQ and the owner himself was there. He poured me an artisanal coffee in himself and gave me a bacon sandwich. All of it. Dude, so you're complaining that you got breakfast and coffee out of me? Dude. GMK Hootie, please. Dude, right, if you want a Hootie, we have one of those in stock. I know there's only one base kit left. So yeah, we can do the discount on Hootie as well. Okay, so, right. I'm going to drop the code into chat, and this will give you 10% off of 10% off GMK Galaxy, panels, or Hootie. I've spelled panels wrong. There we go. There you go. Stream Sept 08. That's the code for today. That is now live. It will end when I finish the stream about 11 PM UK time. So that's going to happen. It'll end. 10% off those 3 sets. So yeah, I bought all the green in Europe. Emma is lush. Emma is such a good green set. Like, it's so nice. Like, it's probably the nicest green set in existence right now. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. It is probably the nicest green set in existence right now. Right, okay, I've got a load of tabs open here now. What was I showing you? Oh yeah, all of that. That's for later. That's for later. Right. Okay, Rama work stuff. Yeah, so I'll be watching that live. Right. Okay. Next thing I want to tell you about, guys, is this is something I want to do as an in-stock set. This is kind of like the keyboard layout editor of it. I haven't done any renders or anything yet. I did put a tag last week in the PT server, but basically if you've ever bought a vintage keyboard or seen a vintage keyboard with those old vintage keycaps, when Cherry did Dysub and did it super well, they had one for the UK language called SAG, which was the Cherry keycap code for S meant it was Dysub, the A was the type of keycap, so it could have been B or D or whatever, so the type of switch, so it could have been like, I think D was for clicky switches or whatever, and then G was for Great Britain, or the UK with Great British Layout, ISO UK. So one of the things I want to do is a really cheap Dysub set. It kind of emulates that with kind of like the Windows logo on the Win keys and Cherry Legends and do it Dysub and do it for like 45 to 50 quid and have it in stock for under 50 quid, including VAT. So it'd be like 30 quid or something like that, not including VAT.
Tasty,
something I want to do. If you're interested, let me know you think it's a good idea. Because yeah, it's something I want to do. I think we have to buy like 150 of them, but yeah, we can get it in stock, and it'll kind of do these kind of coverage. So ANSI, ISO, primarily to do the ISO UK stuff, split space bars, and kind of like a really nice kind of finish as well. So yeah, 6 U's in there. Yeah, 6 U's in there. Time check. Thank you, Mr. Blackburn. Thank you. GMK Tiger would like a word. Tiger was fine. It was okay. I never bought it. Zakiri's X says, I will get Hootie now. No one else gets it. There is only one base kit. There is only one. Barrow, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I thoroughly appreciate that. You'd be 100% in for this? Yeah. Do you have a supplier in mind? Yeah, I think we know where we're going to go. Is there a reason why Evil Dolt is so cheap compared to other GMK sets? Yeah, the kitting is different. The kitting is wildly different. So, like, I was going to show you the Float65 because that's what we're building today. Wrong one. That one. But it's because the kitting is so different. Like, that's the biggest base kit, and then you've got the smaller base kits, so that's why they're so cheap, because that's all the keys that you get in each kit. Like, whichever one you select, that's all the keys you get. So that's why it's so cheap, because that's how it is. I would really love some sets with Hangul sub-legends. Dude, Niku, there is some sets in stock with Hangul. PBC Fans Classic Hangul is in stock and it's on sale for 75 quid. Hangul, in stock, 75 quid. Nice. Nice PBT green Hangul. So if you want PBT, that's in stock. That's a little bit more expensive, 80 quid. Yeah, there's definitely Hangul in stock. I think we have like yeah. Is that still in stock? I think. Oh, that was a group buy. I'm pretty sure this is still in stock on the in-stock side of things. Let's have a look. Ah, yeah, so we've only got the white base for that, but that's still in stock as well. So yeah, there are Hangul sets in stock that you can pick up now. Will there be novelties to go with it for the key set I'm designing? No, probably not. It's just going to be kind of this layout. The Windows keys, I'll have the Windows logo on because that's it. Yeah. Do you want everyone to have cheap GMKs saving us? Yeah, that's kind of where we're going to. Are you into sculpted keycap sets? Yeah, I like sculpted keycap sets. Usually, it depends on the profile, but like SA, anything up to SA is kind of fine for me. Modern Desco does have the kit as well. Yeah. Zakiri, you are welcome. Wish the Float65 had an isolate ANSI only, right? Yes, but we'll talk about that. Right. Okay. So, right. Let's finally move on to the build stream. I don't want to cross that off. I want to keep that. Don't need that. Right. Okay. We'll talk about Geekhack in a bit. Right. Okay. Let's now hide the browser, and it's time to do the build stream. Okay. Finally. Okay, so what we're building today is the Float65, which is this. This is the Float65. This is the frame or the case. This is the yellow color. It's pretty snazzy. It's a very nice yellow. The camera doesn't like it, but it is a very nice yellow. It's kind of like on the orangey color of the spectrum. And it's just an open case. It's just an open frame. 4 feet, open at the sides, plate and PCB sitting here. And there is a daughter board, which is how you can get ISO on this. If you want to make this ISO, you can do. This is really chunky, by the way. This is, you know, thick 5mm, 4mm bent steel. It's really chunky, and this is the powder coated version. So yeah, it looks really, really good. Nice and glossy finish. So this is, you could just use like a PT60 if you wanted to use a PCB that had ISO compatibility on it. You could absolutely use another PCB on this. That's absolutely an option. Not PT60, sorry, the PT65 when we do it. You can just get another 65% PCB that supports the layout. How does it work? Well, you have a plate, and this plate has magnets that's bolted to the plate. And the magnets click into the case under here. You see these ridges. That's where the magnets sit. And that's it. It literally just pops in like that. You just pop it in. Just like so. I don't know why the camera's been so funky with the orange color. But there you go. That's how it works. Nice and simple. Someone looked at the HMKB and decided it was too complicated. Absolutely. So there you go. That's how it works. It's that simple. It's that easy. That's what we're going to build today. And this is hot swap. So it's a hot swap PCB designed by Yankar. Apparently Alex Otos lubed these stabilizers from what I understand. So we'll see if they're any good. Because I don't want to spend time relubing them, but we'll see how it goes. So the first job then, guys, for us to do the build today, which is going to be an ANSI layout, because it is the hot swap version that only supports ANSI, is you guys need to pick some switches. So I have some choices for you, and I'm hoping one of the mods can put up a poll for this. We have, first choice is some Gateron N1 switches. These are lubed with Triboosis 3204 with 55 gram Gazoo springs and desk key films. Or alternatively, we can go with Gateron Irenes, again lubed with 3204 with 62 gram Geon springs and desk keys films. Those are the second option. Or the third one is we can go for some, these are H1 switches with UHM WPE stems when those were a thing. So yeah, me and the gang hate magnets. I love magnets. I love magnets. The reason why I want to do the test of the of your PCB stipula in the JO2 is because the top case magnetizes on, and that's what I'm really worried about. That's why I want to do the test of it. So those are the 3 switches choices. That color, yeah. Is that a wild Datsun I see? It's not the same as my orange Datsun, isn't this orange? It's slightly different. This is more yellow than my Datsun's orange. So yeah, get your votes in for the switches, guys. Yankow PCB is always a winner. Yep. This might be a stupid question, but if you type too hard, do the magnets come undone and the plate and PCB fall out down, or does it screw in? No. So the magnets screw into the plate. So you can see here the bolts hold the magnet into the plate. Now it's actually really, really firm. It's not going to be like magnetic levitation typing experience. Like this is really, really firm. Like you see how much pressure I'm having to push on here. It's a lot of pressure. Like just normal typing is not gonna move that off the case. Like it's a lot of pressure before it snaps off. Like just normal typing, no chance. No chance. It's firmly attached. Like you have to really, really push at it to get it off. Normal typing, no issues. Yeah. Reminds me of the old XD60 kits. Yeah, yeah. I'm a boomer that likes screws, bolts, and rivets. Maybe. Joe Baker redeem stretch. Yeah, let's stretch. Do you know what the pull rating is for each of the magnets? That's pretty cool. I don't actually. I have no idea what the ratings are for these magnets. I'd imagine it's in the realm of like at least... It's at least a kilo of magnet, I'd say. I think it's about 4 kilos of force to pull it off the plate. I'd say it's at least a kilo of magnet. So yeah, it's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. It's over strong for what it needs to be. Like you could have it half the strength and it'd still work just fine. Like if you took 2 of these magnets off, you know, it'd still hold just fine. I'm gonna see if anyone's actually used the discount codes yet. Like, if at least 3 should have been used, right? Because 3 people asked for stuff. At least 1 person has asked for panels, 1 person asked for Hootie, and 1 person asked for GMK Galaxy. Only 2 of them have used it. Interestingly enough, only 2 of them have used it. Interesting. Interesting. It is interesting. Just BMT. Yeah. Really looking forward to this one. Went with the copper colour. Yeah. I mean, the board's great price as well. Let me get it up and show you guys whilst you're voting on switches. So like, it's £110. 110 quid. It's nothing. For like a little travel keyboard. This is the orange I've got. Comes in all these different colours. The black has a texture to it as well, which is quite cool. You know? 110 quid, great little travel board. Hot swap travel board for 110 quid. What's not to like? What's not to like? Yeah. £110. The copper one looks good as well. I don't have the picture of the copper one, weirdly, but the copper one looks good. Yeah. 110 quid. Super cheap. Want to head down the rabbit hole of finding accommodations? Are you coming to Sibula? Are you coming to ClackyCon? That's really cool if you are. Can we ask for in-stock keyboards? Dude, we've got a ton of in-stock keyboards. Like, look, like, go to in-stock keyboards. We've got loads of in-stock keyboards. Loads of stuff in stock. And more coming next week. Loads of stuff. Oh, I thought that's what you do. One how we're down the rabbit hole of finding accommodations. I thought that's what you were doing. You may do it? Okay. Okay. How heavy is it? I don't know exactly, but it's at least a kilo. Like it's chunky enough for this size keyboard. It's chunky enough. Okay. Almost up. It looks like we're going to be going with Gator on Irenes today. I didn't count these. I hope I have enough. I should have counted them beforehand. It'd be really cool to see you there, Sipula, if you can. You may do it. Cool. Gator and Irene's have won. I don't know how we only got 16 votes for the winning switches when we've got like 200 people watching. But yeah, Gator and Irene's it is. Let's get these on the board. So this being nice and easy to build today because it's hot swap, we should just be able to start pushing switches in, making sure they're going nice and straight, make sure we're not going to bend any pins. And as soon as you start to get a few of these in, it should start to hold up. Nice and securely. There we go. Yeah, if you do want to support us on Ko-fi or Ko-fi as well, the links are just down below at the bottom of the screen. And if we hit the goal, we'll give away some free GMK sets as well today. Let's see if that third person has used the discount code yet. Nope. I don't know who it was. They asked for a discount and then haven't used it. I don't know. The liberties. The absolute liberties of people today. Yeah, so you can get, using the code in pins with StreamSept08 is the code. You can get 10% off either GMK Galaxy, GMK Panels, or GMK Hootie between now and the end of the stream. Buying extras for this, you could swap out a clicky build to a gaming linear setup in about 20 seconds. Absolutely, dude. Yeah, like you just have a plate and PCB assembly, boom, swap it over, done. Click, click, click. Build. Dionysus, are you trying to see what keyboard is this one? You can just do exclamation mark keyboard for that, I think. There you go. Exclamation mark build will tell you the board we're building today, which is the Float65. You could swap out a clicky build, drop it in the bin, add literally anything else. It's good to tell that Tinkerton's not watching because he'd have jumped on that straight away. That feels like I've not got that in straight. I don't want to damage the hot swap socket. Yeah, I thought we bent the pin there. Hootie sold out. Yeah, I knew we only had one set of it, Zakiri Zek, because I took inventory of it on Friday with Mel, and I knew there was only one of it left. Any news on planned dates for the JO3? No, not yet. Not that I can share. It will happen. First of all, we need to do the JO1 final edition, and then we'll do the JO3 after. So, yeah. Not too far away, but not exactly immediately. So that's 1.5. That's 1.5. That should be 1 year in between. Yeah, there we go. The thing is, even if you like clicky switches, melodics are not a good switch, I don't think. Yeah. That project Nixie looks sick. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a long time coming. Project which has been 3 of us, and it's been my daily driver ever since. Wonder why my camera hates that yellow so much. I don't know. Like, it's nice and bright and light in here, so I don't know. I am not a camera expert, so I could not tell you. I think it's actually the capture card rather than the camera. Under the old capture card, we never used to have these issues, but under the new capture card, which technically is better because it offers better resolution and a ton of different options, I sometimes see these artifacts like on certain colors, blues as well, like the lid of our lube tub, that sometimes does it as well. I don't know what causes it though. I'm not sure what causes it. This is Project Nixie, yeah. This is Project Nixie with the Nixie clock in it. Something strange going on with compression. It could be. It could be. I need to spend some time looking into it, but it happens so infrequently that it's not usually enough of an issue to force me to look at it quickly or within any set timescale. So, excuse me. Did you miss a group buy for this one? Project Nixie? No, it's one of 3. Details are here. There you go. That's the details of it. Speaking of bringing things back though, it's something, when we talk about Geek Hack stuff, there's something that I'd be interested in bringing back. I'll see if you guys are interested in it as well. Okay. Okay, so that's all of the switches in the board now. Next job is for you guys to pick some keycaps for the build today. And then whilst you guys are voting on the keycaps, we're going to start looking at Geek Hack and we're going to do a quick review of Geek Hack stuff. So, for keycaps today, I have none ready. Let me go grab some keycap sets that are going to go with the yellow. Okay. This is just a selection of what I had to hand. So I hope Ahmad's ready to do the poll again. We have GMK Muted, MT New Dolch. Dolch would look really good on that actually. Yeah, Dolch would work really well. A little bit of a left field one, Hamon, or the classic Serica. Those are your choices for keycap sets today. Serica, Hamon, MT New Dolch, or GMK Muted. Those are the choices today. And there'll be a poll up in a second, so you guys can pick from those. FTRO's on another keyboard at the minute, so I couldn't put FTRO on it, I'm afraid. Yeah, but it would work. It would work really well. So I'll let the poll come up. There it is, the poll's up. Keycaps poll is up. You vote for what you'd like to see on the board. And whilst you're doing that, I'm going to just share my browser again. And we're going to look through a few things on Geek Hack. Let's hold on. Why is that so zoomed in? Right, there we go. Let's see what's going on in Geek Hack. Okay, GMK Black and Gold. I really like this. So if you've seen GMK Lux, this is kind of like a rehash of Lux, but instead of doing the yellow and black, it's proper gold keycaps with using the metallic gold that is now available in GMK's arsenal of colors, which I think is going to be really, really good. Now the base kit's just fine. It's fine. It's black and gold. That's just fine. Where this set really comes alive, I think, is in the Art Deco novelties. This set of novelties, this is chef's kiss. This is perfect. Like, I'm a huge fan of all that kind of Art Deco movement, and these are just absolutely stunning. Look at this ISO enter. Look at that. That is just absolutely phenomenal. There's also a casino set as well, and I think this set really lives through the novelty kits. Like, because of the black and gold theme, you can do some really cool stuff with it. The whole Ace of Spades thing, absolutely love that. Matt has a keyboard called the Ace of Spades. Like, if you had a black one, this would look so good on it. So good on it. And then there's kind of like an accent kit and a gold kit and Naughty UK kit and all of that kind of stuff. Now, the really cool thing is there is actually some samples of these keycaps. I have one somewhere flying around, but look how good the golds come out on them. You can imagine these with black legends. These are going to look really cool. Really, really cool. So yeah, I saw this the other day and I really liked it. I think it's more of a set that needs the novelties than just the base kit, but it could look absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, that's the first thing. Oops, wrong one. GMK Blue Alert. Biased on this one because it's already for sale, but GMK Blue Alert, what's not to love? There is also a Norda UK kit which includes the blue keys. It includes the blue keys as well, so you can absolutely get the whole blue F-row with the correct, sorry, the blue num-row with the correct legends, and even if you're a UK ISO user as well. Classic of a set. I actually have this on my Ace of Spades, actually. My Ace of Spades is wearing that, the original run of that key set. So yeah. GMK Mac add-on kits. I don't think I've seen this. Oh, I see. So it just gives you, this gives you the Mac keys. Interesting. That's cool. They're doing the double shot with the actual command logo on. I like this. Yeah. Fan. This should do quite well, I think. This will do well. Yeah, big fan of that. Good on Mark the Weeb. Yeah, this should do well. Car thread. Let's have a look in the car thread. What's going on in the car thread? Ooh, Envision. Yeah. Nothing else. That's fine. GMK Slasher closed for the fall. Is Slasher coming back? Let's have a look. Is Slasher coming back? It's still 2023. January 2024. Oh, this is about the novel keys getting the pre-orders in for it. Yeah, okay, fine. That's good. What else is coming up? Placket we talked about last week. DCS Wise compatibility 2024 on hold. Is this going back again now? Waiting for improvements in SP prices. Unfortunately, I'm not happy to run at current SP prices. They are too high from what I would expect given the quantity of keys. Yeah, that's a shame. I do like the Wise compatibility sets. It would be good to get these made. I wonder if we could make them in stock. Just make them and get them in stock. I don't know. Gempot, if you're watching or if you see this, message me. Otherwise, I'll forget. The Art Deco novelties look nice, but the Ace Enter looks weird. It's just because of the corner cut off, but you have to look past that. It's the shape of the key. Like Simon hates these gold and black sets. That's fair for him. We all like different things. If everyone liked the same things, the world would be a boring place. And if everyone liked the same things as Simon, we'd all be fucked. Let's be honest, right? Hope you look at the Placket XL. Well, it looks really cool. We looked at the Placket last week. Oh, the looks like Dolce's one. So let's finish this and then we'll get back to the keyboard. Where's the Placket gone? We did look at the Placket last week. I think we're going to be the vendor for this. This is really cool. Like, I love vintage inspired boards, and to have this whole kind of like minimized version of some of the old Battleship keyboards, I think this is really cool. Like, it just looks good. It looks nice. I think it would be slightly nicer as a 65, but it works really well as a 60 as well. And there's some interesting design choices like the weight here. Look at the dots on the weight. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Yeah, big fan of it. Big fan of the Placket. What else do we need to look at today? Void 65. Oh, this starts on Monday. Anorexis' new board. This is actually really nice. I'm hoping to get a sample of this because I want to build one just to see what it's like personally before we start selling it. But the group buy goes live in a couple of days, and man, it's a good looking keyboard. It really is a good looking board. Look at that. Just look at it. Tasty. I really, really like the look of this. Look at that. That's such a good shot. I know it's a render, but yeah. I'm worried how it'll sell in the current market. I think it's going to struggle, but it shouldn't do. Like, it shouldn't do. It's just such a good board. You missed the Placket to go well. Yeah, the Placket is just a great project. Would be in a world of beige. Hey, I love beige. I love beige, but you know. Thankfully, Simon didn't destroy the Blue Ridge IC I put up. I consider that a win. Yeah. Is there an ISO PCB you can add to the Float65? To be honest, all you need to do is find any 65% PCB that uses a JST connector, and it will work with it. Like, because it's an open case, you don't have to worry about things fitting inside the case. Any 65% PCB that has a JST connector will work just fine. How many Cat 65 in stock? Not many. We don't release like product numbers because it just always generates complaints. Someone always says, "Oh, why have you got so many in stock? You're devaluing my keyboard." Or they say, "Oh, why don't you have more in stock? It's really crap that you're not stocking more." So I don't share numbers, but there's some Cat 65 in stock. I think some colors have already sold out. Okay, Dark Lord set revamped. Has this been revamped? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure some of these are not achievable with GMK. Like, these are not achievable with GMK. Not a set though, gotta win that. Trying to figure out what's been revamped on this. Oh, nothing's happened since 2023? Okay, this isn't happening then, is it? Don't buy anything from Blamby. GMK Infernal is the biggest blunder with no recompense to people who spent almost $400 on a keycap set that was never delivered. This person is a fraud and a scammer. Never buy anything associated with Blamby. What? 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 This is a bad take. I'm going to assume that they bought from MyKeyboard.eu, who is the vendor for Bordeaux. Yeah. Oh, Mexico's? Yeah. Right, okay. So that's a bad take. Yeah, but you could I think the plate file is going to be made open source for it, so you'll be able to just change the plate file yourself. Yeah. Same idiot posted on a couple of things. This is such a bad take. This guy's got no idea. No idea at all. Like, Blemby is just the designer. He had no impact on the set or the vendor. Like, that's just a thing that happened. Wow. What a bad take. Bad take. Not happy about that. Oh wait, they posted it here as well? Is that why this one's being brought up? Yeah. Look, here it is. Dude, we got it. Kokaloo, keeping it real. Crazy. Excuse me. Okay, QB. This is a good and interesting one to start talking about. I don't know if you saw Simon's video. We're going to be the vendor for this for the UK now. And I've got some samples on the way. I think I've got the 75% coming. I don't think I get the full kit, but I've got the 75% coming. It's going to be really interesting to see how this kind of comes together and falls out, and how it works, because I know there's a whole lot of people who just don't believe it's possible to do it for the price, and I was kind of skeptical at first, and I told them that we'd be vendor for it, but only if they actually proved that they could deliver it and send us some samples. And they finally finished the Chinese group buy, which kind of convinced me to go in with them. And then at the same sort of time, literally the same day I agreed to be the vendor for the UK for this, Simon's video came out as well, so I watched that a couple of hours later. So it's kind of interesting, and I think the issue is that Aregs just didn't have the knowledge on how to run a group buy properly. So now that we're getting on board with this, we'll be able to offer some help, and I'm pretty confident it's going to work out just fine. So the fact that you get so much stuff for the amazing price is ridiculous. But the reason why I want to do this is because I want to protect the customers. Like, I want to offer something that's great value for money, but I also want to protect you guys as customers. So if you order it through us, like, the risk is on me, it's not on you. And if this goes wrong, well, you know, I'll have to sell a car or something. But, you know, I'm hoping it's going to go well. And it should go really well. I don't think we're listed on here yet, no. But we will be. It will be on PT for the UK. And I'm hopeful it's going to go really well. And you guys are going to get some great keyboards at great value prices, because there's a lot of value here in this. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let's see what the chat's been like for the past couple of days on this, because I'm interested to see. So this is coming from the perspective of someone who joined the hobby in 2023. I think the QB kit would be a worthwhile venture for a beginner if it were able to compete with the Neo series by being either a 75 with a numpad and a choice of switches, or to folks with a bit of experience to try a tented Alice with numpad and their choice of switches. I think the Alice could easily stand by itself as a product with switches and palm rests to accompany it based on the projected price from the Geek Hack post. I think the 75 would be hard to sell even if it were to be bundled with switches. I would suggest offering 50% more switches than the number required to fill the boards that were ordered, so in the realm of 150 switches if you were to get a board and numpad. I think 250 or 300 would be enough to cover both boards and the numpad if someone to purchase the master bundle. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it should be good. I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited for it. Anime profile picture explains it. Yeah. Wow. That guy was an idiot. Okay, what else have we got to look at? Jim K, CYL, Manike Nico, Lucky Care. Okay, it's Beep, so this is going to be good. This reminds me of Hoo Hai. Jim K Hoo Hai. I kind of like it though. The bright colours, it's very Chinese inspired, I guess. The yellow makes the set. Like without the yellow, it's not as good. The yellow keys make it, I think. It's a bit busy for me, but I kind of like it. I like the colours. Oh, this is really old, I see. Is this happening? Project's on hold, waiting for vendors to propose a pre-order slot. Been a while since been activity in the Geek Hack thread, and feedback was certainly helpful in moving to the next stage. Interesting. The vocal doing good work. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. I've kind of gone through everything that's on my unread list, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed that. Right, okay. So what key set one? It was MT New Dolce, I think. That's what we're going to pop on the board today. And then after we've done this, I have got a few things to unbox as well. So if you guys are okay hanging around for a bit, I've got some cool things to share with you guys afterwards as well. Okay, so let's pop the space bar on first. Those colours work. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the greens because I quite like them. That's the wrong size tab. Why have I done that? There we go. Oh wait, we might need a few of these. For the final row here, I forgot this was a 65% very briefly. Thanks, DLCs. You're welcome, dude. Excited to see this combo. I think this is going to look really good. I think it's going to look great. How can you set the time on the Nixie board? The clock has controls for it, so we can set the time on it. Like, clocks generally have controls, dude, so that if you want to set the time on them, you can set the time on them. Otherwise, you just end up with a clock that was not controllable. I don't know how you want me to answer that question. Like, I'm really not sure what to say to that. Jay, I'm thinking of buying the Neo 80, but I was wondering if it's worth waiting for the last run extras to come in or just buy them pre-order. That's up to you, dude. Like the extras should be around in just a few weeks. So like probably next week or the week after we'll have the extras listed. So really up to you whether you want to wait or whether you want to get something sooner. Like obviously if you wait, you'll have more choice of options in terms of colors and stuff like that. But if you want it like sooner and you don't mind just like settling for a certain colorway, then you might want to consider jumping on it straight away. Okay. So many keycaps. Have I already put the pipe key away? Oh man, I think I've put the pipe key already in the tub. I'm gonna have to empty everything out in a second to get that back out. Let's get the rest of it done first. Right, let's figure out what we're going to do here. Go print screen, page up, page down. And we should have an FN key. That's the wrong page down. That's the right one. FN. Okay. So I can't believe I put the tab key already away. What a silly. Not the tab key, the pipe. There we go. There we go. That is the keycaps chosen for the board. Blackbrook, say goodnight then. Take care. Hamon would have looked good with the yellow case. Yeah, people didn't vote for it though, so that's why we're not using Hamon. I have some weird issues with my Neo 8's PCB. Every time I test it, it works fine. But put any switch in, there's a delay on the J. Cannot seem to really find the issue with it. Tends to suggest a switch issue. Overlooped switch, maybe? Okay. There we go. So now it's time to assemble the case and plate and PCB assembly. And what we're going to do, we're just going to drop the plate and PCB in. And there we go. That looks so good. Super happy with that. Plug in the JST cable. Come on, why will you not go in? There we go. Took the cable out of the way. And there we go. How good does that look, guys? Looks so good. Look at that. That's coming out so nice. Super, super nice. Should we see how it sounds? Let's pause the music and see how she sounds. That sounds so good. For a board that's 110 quid, that sounds so good, guys. Like, it's just really good for the price point. Look how good that looks. Dolch? MT New Dolch on yellow? That is so cool. I'm afraid I don't have a felt mat to hand, unfortunately, otherwise I would put on. It just sounds so good. Yeah, I've only got the standard desk mat. I don't have a felt one to hand, I'm afraid. That sounds so good. So good. Really, really happy with that. Float65, £110. £110. Like, less if you're in outside the UK and you don't have to pay VAT. 20% saving just from doing that. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Okay, I did have a ton of stuff I wanted to unbox and show you guys today, but I'm kind of like running out of energy tonight because I'm still full of cold, so I don't think I'm going to show you guys those things today. Some of them are presents from Jellymaster, and I was going to show you them, but I'm afraid I'm not going to now. I'll show you them all next stream. So we've got a keyboard to unbox, a key set. In fact, actually, I'll do one thing. I'll show you the key set I wanted to show you. So, this is now in stock. You can now buy this in stock right now. GMK CYL Extended 2048 base kit. It's in stock. It's available. This is my personal set of the light version. This came out so good. If you guys have ever used Mac keys, just look how nice this came out. A whole new font with GMK. So this is GMK keycaps. These are double shot, but it's a whole new font that we've never seen before. Whole new font. The whole thing is a new GMK font with all of these Mac keys, and then the second tray's got a ton of stuff as well. There's Nordic kits as well, so you can have the whole UK ISO if you want to. Look at that, the colours. They'll rename this the GMK Standard in the year 2048. Like, guys, this is so good as a price point for this set. It's unreasonably good. Like, I know it's more expensive than a normal GMK set, but you get a ton of keys, a ton of compatibility, and you get this new font. Look at the font. Look at how different it is to standard GMK. It's so cool to have something truly Apple inspired. And like, I know it's not cheap. Like, I know we've got this on sale for, how much is it on sale for? Let's have a look. Okay, it's £149, but it's a huge base kit. It comes in the black version as well, so you can have the black version too. Oh, that one doesn't zoom in. You know, so you can have it in the black base or the white base. But look at it. Look at it. It's so cool. Like, as someone who uses Mac a lot, this set is really, really cool. It's all still in stock at the minute, but there are limited quantities available. So if you are planning on buying it, especially if you want any of the novelties kits, they're only in single figures after we put it in stock at the weekend. I checked earlier on today. There's only single figures of some of the kits left. So you're definitely going to upgrade to the GMK set. Like, yeah, it's in stock right now. It's pretty limited, but it's so cool. If you guys have ever used a Mac for anything, this is so cool. And to have like the stylized, this is the key that I wanted. This always bothers me when we had to have CMD instead of the actual command icon. Yeah, super happy with it. Super happy with it. And then look at all these cool little the keys as well. Instead of your page up and page down, everything else, it's all got the cool little novelties. The arrow keys, ISO enter, UK ISO is available. I'm so happy with this set. It came out so good. Like, excuse me, unreasonably well. It came out unreasonably well. You're praying this is still in stock after your trip? Dude, I hope it is, because, like, yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, it's in stock. It's selling quick. I don't think anyone else has got it in stock yet. I think we're the first company to have it in stock. I know the others won't be too far behind. But yeah, if you order it today, it'll ship tomorrow. Just to let you know. Yeah, that's one thing I will show you because I'm so happy with how that came out. But next week when we do the stream, I've got my Model OLED to unbox, my personal one of those. I've also got a ton of stuff like Jelly was kind enough to send us some NRD gifts. So I have mine and my wife's here that I'll show you next week. I'm super stoked about those. I also got some artisans and some other bits and pieces as well that came in the post this past week. So yeah, absolutely want to share that with you guys. Do you know if there's another set with the same beige color in the 6U spacebar? I don't know if there is. I don't think there's a 6U spacebar for this set either. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there is in the same color because I'm pretty sure it's a custom color for the beige. I'm pretty sure it's a custom color. If it's not, let me ask Beep. If it's not a custom color and we can get it in another set, I'll let you know. Maybe something like Hanok or something has it. I don't know. So yeah. You think you saw them when you visited? Maybe. I don't think it came until after you've been here, but yeah. Does Mac use 6U? Not usually, but of course, like, we have custom keyboards, so 6U is quite common in the whole keyboard hobby. If you have like an 1800 or a HHKB or something like that, 6U can be quite common. So yeah, I'll ask Beep and see if I can get confirmation of the code and see if there's another keycap set that uses it. But I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure it's a custom color, which means you'd have to use like an accent one. Yeah, maybe a black one would look good with the white set, I don't know, or a white one with the black set, something like that. Right, okay. But with the Float65, if you want ISO compatibility, it just uses a hot swap PCB. So if you can find a 65% PCB and the plate file, I'm pretty sure the Float65 plate file is going to be made public. You just need any 65% PCB that uses a JST connector for the daughter board, right? That's all you need. So when we do the PT65, that'll fit, and you just need to make a plate for it. So, you know, as long as the plate file is made available, you'll be able to make it ISO. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. So yeah, I'll reach out to the designer and I'll just double check that the plate file is going to be made open source. But if it is, we can probably even just stock some of the PCBs that work with it, and if I buy like 5 or 10 PCBs or something and make some plates for it, we can absolutely do that. Yeah, shouldn't be an issue at all. Excuse me. Right, okay. I'm absolutely dying now. I'm ready for my bed. I know we've only been streaming for 2 hours, which is unlike me. But I think it's time for me to finish streaming, and I'm going to do all the unboxings next week because I just don't have the energy today, because I'm still half dead. Don't forget, you can still get the discount until 11 PM. I'll let it run for another hour. That's 10% off of GMK panels, GMK Hootie, or GMK Galaxy in stock, and that's using code STREAMSEPT08. I'll pop that into chat one more time for you so you can see that there. You can check out anything on the website. Don't forget, I'm going to be doing the whole Rama streamy thing, probably in Discord voice chat on Wednesday going into Thursday when they're in court for insolvency. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Poor question. Echo Fairy or Utami Peach. I wouldn't go for either. I wouldn't go for either of those, I'm afraid. Wouldn't be my kind of thing. But yeah. Excuse me. Gosh, I am literally dying. You sound rougher than me, and I've got the big C. Oh, this is just flu. It's just flu or something like that. But yeah. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm going to head out now. I love you all. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you guys again soon. But take care, and watch out on Instagram and Discord over the next couple of days, because I'm always around there. And we'll do some cool stuff this week, I think. Yeah. So take care, guys, and I'll see you again soon.